Meeting order. Recognize we have all 5 board members present. If you would please stand as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you've all had a chance to look at the agenda for this evening. I need a motion and a second to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. We have a Trojan spotlight tonight, Covington High School. Covington High School Agricultural Education, FFA. So that's probably why Mr. Myers is here tonight. So we'll have him come forward and speak to us.
All right. See if I can get this. Well, thanks for inviting me to spotlight some things that our students are doing for ag education and how we tie that in with FFA. If you look at those Venn diagram circles that are there at the bottom, I'm going to focus on a few things that our students have done classroom-wise, and then how that ties in with FFA and some of the activities that they have done. So let me just go. Here we go. All right. So just real quick, there's a rundown of the courses that we offer and the number of sections for each of those courses that we have. If you look at the top one, Ag Principles is our introductory course that ties in with how we do the pathways. So Ag Power Structures and Technology, Ag Fab and Design, along with Ag Principles, earns a student pathway. And then the natural resource pathway that we have, Ag Principles, Natural Resources, and then Forestry and Wildlife Management. We do not have a pathway with animal science. But if you have questions about any of those courses, you can look at the course guide or ask me a few things there on that. Okay, so from the education part with those classes, just the class of 2026, 58 students. We got number 2 there, we got 32 students. In this class, during their high school career, they've earned 264 Ivy Tech dual credit through the ag education courses here at Covington High School. Also at that class, we've had 27 of those students that could potentially use that dual credit or a pathway to meet their college readiness requirements that are required for their graduation. And then number 4, we've got 11 students in this class that potentially could use one of those pathways. So the 2 pathways again are the natural resource management with forestry and wildlife, or the ag engineering, which is Ag Power Structures, Technology, and Ag Fab. So, any questions on that? So this is what they've done, or on track to. We still got to get them to the end, right? Oops, excuse me. So if you look back at the Venn diagram, we can tie FFA in because it really becomes a co-curricular activity. It is extracurricular, but the idea is with the bullets, any of the students that want to extend skills and knowledge from what they learn in the classroom, they can compete and we get involved in our career development events that our FFA offers. And then it also, for graduation requirements, by participating in some of these career development events, it fills one of their buckets for graduation if they choose to use that. So FFA, I just chose a couple things just to kind of give you some success. I didn't pick any one student or groups, one particular team. I just picked out some of the things that we've done so far this year in 26. So the group that you see there in the picture, that's the group that we took to our our area contest at Purdue. The 4-H and FFA areas consist of about 10 different areas. So out of those competing events, the top 5 to 6 teams then get to compete in the state contest. So I've got highlighted forestry. We had first and third were our top teams. We actually took 5 forester teams. I think the others were 11th. Don't hold me to the placings. 7th, 11th, and 18th. So we actually had 5 teams that competed at the area. 2 of those teams then qualified for the state. And then you can see how they did at the state contest. So out of those 10 areas, they're going to bring basically 50 teams to the state contest from around the state of Indiana. We had a good day. We had some students, that's the first time that they competed. So I feel pretty good about what they did. But anytime they get a chance to do that, it's an opportunity for them to grow and build some problem solving, teamwork and all that. And then if you look at our other team, the entomology team was the other one that was going to highlight. And if you're not familiar with what that is, that's insects. They placed second in the area. And then which was really kind of disappointing because I really thought they would probably win because they did the year before and the year before that, but they kind of stumbled a little bit, but they made up for it in the state contest there where they finished 8th overall, which is good. And then here's another group here that I'll highlight. This is our group of welders. So if you go back to the courses that we teach, Ag Power Structures and Technology gives students a good foundation to start if it's something that they want to pursue. And we do have some students in our advanced group that are now at Fountain Central, so they're continuing their welding skills there with Mr. Williams. But we have 2 students that competed in the beginner division. They were first at the district out of 9 teams there. They ended up finishing 35th overall at the state contest. And then our advanced division team, we had 2. They placed first and second at our district contest. And then for a nice little repeat for our 2 individuals, they actually won the state last year in the advanced division, and they did it again this year. And that's a pretty good accomplishment because, you know, they put a lot of time in, and they're really good, and they do take some pride in what they're doing. And that's what you hope that they do. You know, when you get them started in this, that they just run with it and make it their own thing and go. So there's other career development events that we compete in during the year, but I just picked out these 2. We had livestock skillathon at the beginning of the year, which we did pretty well. I mean, there was 500, it was straight to state this year. So there was like 580 some participants. And I think we had one of our individuals was 67th, and team wise, we were in the top 30 because there was 90, I forget how many, there was more than that, 155 teams, I think. But so, and then I just thought I'd share that with you each year, since it's nice and convenient for us to make a trip to Indy. Try to get as many students in our chapter to go, which is a really good experience for them. National convention downtown Indy. So it's a really good group there that we took this year. And then last, I just want to thank you guys for the ventilation system. I cannot tell you how big of a deal that was. And we needed that for a while, but it is so nice. So, I mean, if you're not familiar with it, those units that are up there on the wall take care of those booths. And there's actually another unit that you can't see that's on the right that hits the booth that's on the east side. But, oh my gosh, that's so nice. So I do thank you very much for that. I know the classes do too, because they love it. So any questions about anything? Make it short.
What's the competition look like the forestry competition?
So there's 2 different ones. That was the fall competition. So it's mostly ID.
Okay. Like leaves and bark and stuff.
Yeah, leaves, wood, insects, diseases, seeds. So they get, at the area contest, they get 55 specimens that they have to ID out of about maybe 180 different things. The entomology's tough. They got about 255 different insects that they have to ID. And then there's always a test. There's some kind of evaluation. So some of the contests are problem solving, teamwork, individual. I mean, there's, you name it.
How's your FFA numbers been over the past?
About the same.
5, 6
I mean,
years?
we were about 30, 35. It's pretty general is the numbers that we usually.
I know a lot of times you think it's a bunch of farm kids, but you look at the picture, I know a lot of them kids are,
Oh, no.
they're not farm kids. They're just kids that are interested in that kind of stuff. And And,
Well, that's the other thing too, is don't forget that, our number of students that actually come from a home base, from a farm are few. But the careers in agriculture are wide open. I mean, and that's the great thing about going to convention is they get a chance when they go through the expo to talk with colleges from all over the nation, employers from all over, and they get to see different things that they get exposed to. It's kind of fun to, hear them come back and, hey, I went to this booth, talked to this person. That's pretty cool. I found something pretty interesting. I might be wanting to pursue that. So
Cool.
Anything else?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for all that you
Appreciate
do.
it. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
All right.
All right, moving on here to our Stellar Employee of the Month Award. First
First
one.
ever. Tonight is special because tonight is our first Covington Community School Corporation Stellar Employee Award. We're excited to start this. This will happen every month at the school board meeting. And we've had some wonderful donors in our community put forth the financial support to support this. And we're excited that tonight the donation came from our county market here in Covington. Their support is invaluable and we're grateful for their partnership. The Stellar employee will receive a wonderful plaque with their name on it each month and then a check for $100. So without further ado, our first Stellar Employee of the Month is Anna Schonlaub. She is our secretary in the high school. On, if you and your family want to come on up, and Miss Witchman, and I'm going to read to you what was submitted for Anna. Anna is diligent, organized, compassionate, and professional are the 4 words that come to mind when I think of Anna. She is the secretary at the high school, and we are so blessed to have her in this role. Anna is the first person you see in the mornings, and she's always polite and pleasant when greeting you, and I agree with that. Students adore Anna. As she knows all of them by name, I often hear Anna talking to students about their day and congratulating them on their accomplishments. Not only does Anna take care of our front office, but she takes care of our staff. There's not a week that goes by that Anna does not bake homemade treats for our teachers and instructional assistants. Her cookies, muffins, and breads are absolutely delicious. Being the secretary means that there are occasions where you have to take a not so pleasant phone call. Anna is always courteous, even during those unforgettable calls. CHS is very blessed to have Anna on our staff. She is very deserving of the CCSC Stellar Employee Award. So, you want to start down there with mine?
We take some of those muffins and cookies.
Okay,
Congratulations.
you better check that out. This is
Thank you. Thank you.
And I will say today, we were short-staffed in the high school office, and she was all alone, and I went to check on her, and she's as calm as she is any other day. I was so impressed.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And Anna's got family at home ill, so she did
yes.
bring Miss Emily with her, but we are very grateful for everything that she does.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
Anna.
Thank you. You go home, take care of your family. You can get out of here. Next item on the agenda is public comment. Nobody signed up tonight for public comment, so we will skip over that portion, which brings us to the consent agenda, which includes review and approval of minutes of the executive meeting on January 5th, board reorganization and board finance meeting on January 12th, and the regular session board meeting on January 12th, a review or claims, fundraiser report. I will just give you just a rundown of some of these. Fundraiser, volleyball fundraiser for selling flower baskets, daddy-daughter dance for the junior class coming up. Donations, so we had some donations to the auto mechanics and the FCA program, as well as field trips. There were several field trips listed here. If I can find those. Which was honor roll, first semester honor roll, field trip, the auto mechanics class, animal science, and the kindergarten class coming up. Not till May, but they'll go ahead and get that approved this evening. Also, with the personnel report, I will mention that he's with us tonight. Josh Coughing is on here for approval for our next boys soccer coach. So looking forward to that. As long as it gets approved here in a couple seconds here. So, which I don't see any problem with that. So, and the approval of student transfers. There were two students on the student transfer list for our approval as well. So I need a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on any of those items?
Is the dad and daughter dance a high school function?
No, it's, well, you could, I guess a high school dad could take
Because
your daughter, but it's mostly
my
for.
daughter at a junior would never go to a
No,
dance.
it's a junior class fundraiser, but it's for little. Yeah. I did tell my daughter, she said, we never did that when I was in school. I said, we can still go. She's 21. Let's go. But yeah, it's for younger kids, but it's a fundraiser for the junior class. So is what it is. So good question. I know your wheels were turning down there. So,
There might not be too many people showing up.
all right, so I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Congratulations, Josh. Look forward to soccer season.
Looking forward to it too.
Yeah.
Excited.
Great. Good deal.
Good.
That concludes that portion of our meeting. On to new business, review and approval of lawn maintenance contract. We did have three, I believe, that put in bids or quotes for our lawn maintenance. So basically what we're looking for, it's been an issue. It's been an issue for a lot of years. Tall grass and a lot of times it's not our guys are spread thin and
Right.
we just couldn't do it, So we contacted some firms and some businesses to give us a quote on handling our grass in town, our in-town grass. So that's what we are approving tonight. And what we have settled on is a contractor that's going to basically do all of our in-town cutting and landscaping and getting rid of leaves and all that stuff. So hopefully things will look a whole lot better around here. And it's not been it's been an issue that we've seen ourselves. People have talked to us about it. So
We're not cutting you short, Ross.
yeah, no.
Don't get
I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna have to start paying Matt over there because
Yeah.
he was always up here mowing.
Yeah.
So.
Not always.
It gives Ross and his guys a chance to handle maintenance stuff and work on that and not have to worry about mowing the grass, especially in the spring and the fall when it's growing like crazy. And
The main thing is it'll give us more time to be at the complex on the fields out there and stuff. We got so far behind on those last year that it was kind of embarrassing. So,
right.
hopefully this will free us up. That's a lot of hours every week that we'll have freed up to work out there.
And you're a team of three. I mean, that's not that many.
So we had three that put in quotes. I guess we need to specifically state the company that we're going to go with. So I need a motion and a second for approval on that lawn maintenance
Level ground.
proposal. Level Ground LLC.
And I think you should make the motion.
Do what?
I think you ought to be the one make the motion.
So you won't be up here mowing anymore.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve Level Ground LLC as our lawn maintenance provider. Any questions on this proposal at all? No questions? All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Next item, review and approval of ECA Assistant Baseball Coach Trace Hammer. I need a motion and a second to approve Trace Hammer as an assistant baseball coach.
I'll make a motion to approve the assistant baseball coach.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? No questions. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. There's no readings tonight for first reading. Hoping maybe get back to that next month. There were no, I said, nobody signed up for general public comment tonight. It's gonna be a short meeting tonight, folks. Administrative reports, Vicky, got anything extra for us or
I do not unless anybody has questions.
out of the ordinary? Anybody got any questions for Vicky on anything?
No.
No? All right. Ross, anything for us?
No, did you want to, like, that schedule we got from Stacy earlier this week, did you want to mention anything like that about
I shared that with them, but yeah, so.
The people that came and did our assessment, we got updated from them with a kind of a tentative schedule. So it looked like maybe about a month from now, hopefully they'll be getting back with us and we can start going over some of the findings that they've got. So that's kind of exciting.
Good deal. Look forward to that.
Me too. I'm anxious to see what they found, or maybe didn't find out.
Paul, got anything for us?
No, just kind of chugging along.
All right. Best is- Everything's starting, and it's not, we've kind of think, hopefully we've, I'm scared to say this, but hopefully we've made it through the worst part of the year with the temperatures and snow.
Yeah.
So it's going to warm up here
We
next
still
week.
have hiccups every now and then, but
Yeah.
we manage through
Yeah.
it. So.
But a lot of people don't realize that you guys got to come in at whatever time in the morning, get them buses started, make sure they're running and warmed up. So we can get away with not having 2-hour delays. So
We're just ready to get rid of the snow.
all right. Holly, got anything for us?
No, I think we have the information out, but the state, we did apply for a waiver for our snow day, and they did approve that and then threw in an e-learning day that we had taken. So basically they gave us the opportunity to have that e-learning day back. So we have 2 e-learning days banked still. So Monday is actually a flex day. We will not be in school. So we've tried to get that out to all the families and through social media and emails. So that was good news. Hopefully we won't have to use the other 2 e-learning days, but we have them if we need to.
All right. Any board comments? Nothing. All right. Upcoming meeting, our next school board meeting. I didn't even look this up. I apologize. For March.
It's the 9th, isn't it?
Is it the 9th?
Yep.
Yeah, same dates as this.
Yep.
March, the same dates as February. So it'll be March the 9th. Will be our next scheduled regular session meeting. All I need is a motion and a second to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. None opposed? Motion or meeting is adjourned.